The name of my character is Eve Archer, and I play John Travolta's wife in the film, and I am a doctor. This is a family that's been through a tremendous loss, and I think that when that happens, you can never really fully recover, especially when the person who perpetrated the murder of our son has never been brought to justice. It leaves sort of an unresolved angst in a family. And so, you know, it's difficult for the family to really move on. And we have a teenage daughter in the story too, played by Dominique Swain, who's wonderful. And she has her own set of problems, I think, as a result of the difficulty too, not being, you know, being a teenager, but in addition to just being a teenager. The family was very crippled by the loss of this child, and so it's taking them many years to really sort of recover. Basically, what happens during the course of the story is there's a special surgery that takes place that changes John and Nick's faces. They switch faces, basically, during the course of the story. And so John, the good guy, becomes Nick, the bad guy, with John's face on, ultimately. And Nick, the bad guy, becomes John, the good guy, even though he still has the bad guy face on him. And so it kind of is how they sort of wreak havoc, you know, and especially when Nick starts to inhabit John's body, how he starts to wreak havoc on the FBI and starts, you know, killing people off mysteriously and all these different things. The way that we tried to approach the shift between the two characters is to have me be sort of suspicious, pretty quickly, sort of thrown off guard. I mean, the first time she sees him, she does think he has been drinking, and so I think she sort of passes it off to, oh, he's had a little bit too much to drink, but he's not really a drinker to begin with, so that's a little odd. And then when she sees him again, she just begins to say, you know, something's different about you. I don't know what this is, but you've changed. And so we've tried to drop little things in like that so that hopefully she doesn't seem too, you know, dense in not being able to figure it out, but that she does sort of catch on, but she can't quite put her finger on the thing that's different. One of my favorite scenes, actually, if I could call it favorite, was a scene when Nick comes into the bedroom of our home, and I see him, and I'm coming out of the shower, and he really is my husband at that point, but he's in Nick's body. And I see him as the murderer of my son, and it was really a scene of sort of being terrorized, because he's trying to explain to me that he's really my husband, and I'm just in complete terror that he's going to kill me at any second. John Woo is a dream. I love him, love him, love him. He is an incredible gentleman. He is very supportive of the actors. He, I think, sets up incredibly emotional camera shots for scenes. He treats everybody on the set with an incredible amount of respect, and it's been such a happy set. You know, all the people that I've worked with, you know, are saying, I don't want this film to be over because it's been so happy. You know, the atmosphere has just been one where everybody wants to come to work, and a lot of that is John Woo's, the way he is with people. And a lot of it also is the way John Travolta and Nick Cage are with people too, which is sort of equally wonderful. I think the quality of the acting really is what will make a difference. You know, I think John and Nick are such incredible actors, and you know, everybody that's been cast in has been very, very good. And I think John Woo is interested in making a film that, you know, has a lot of heart in a way. I mean, ultimately, you know, in a way, the whole reason the story takes place is the loss of this child, and so I think he really has integrated what that kind of loss feels like to a family and how it sort of eats away at them, and so there's a lot of great fun, you know, action stuff that's happening, but I also think that there is, you know, there's some feeling.